I'm not being mean, but I think we have to ask some questions now, and I don't see anybody doing it. Um, why are you talking? Why are any, not you? This is not an accusatory question. I'm really asking myself why I'm talking or why anyone is talking who isn't a simp or in a coma, as if they could conceivably anticipate some number of mass graves full of children that can be, calculated to lift the inert bottom, an inert top of the inert heart. You know, uh, I'm sick of euphemisms in political analysis of the climate crisis, like inertial forces. It's not inertial forces. It's a demographic that won't move, that insists on its right not to move, with its knee on the whole of life on Earth's neck and obvious murderous intent. And there won't ever be anything that I can say to you again about that or anything else, because I no longer believe or care, frankly. But I don't believe it that there's anyone home to talk to. The question now is how we go over you. It's clearly you're not going anywhere. We have to remove you. You've made that clear. We don't have to talk about you, though, and I never will again. I'm sick of it. You know how long I labored over it? This is an idiotic project of mine because I thought it was my duty. It's your duty, right? You didn't need me to know that as an affluent American, you are either a party donor or a potential party donor in the money-grubbing little political party gerontocracies do not care. They just want your money, but they do not hear words like no and stop from anyone who doesn't have that kind of money. And there isn't a sentient life form in the country that isn't aware of that. So your attempt to deflect has nowhere to go. It's 100% affluent America's genocide. And not surprisingly, affluent America openly declares its intention to re-elect the exterminator-in-chief. If you think you will ever see public life again without being loathed, with involuntarily, not because people are hateful, but because you are the face of the inner life of inhumanity, the complete absence either of fellow feeling or of shame where fellow feeling should have been. There's nothing. God knows how many people, young people, desperate to believe that they have not been robbed of life because you sat on your ass and watched their futures burn. How many do you think might have been driven to suicide not by the stern warnings from White Guy Brigade, who have never once looked to me even a tiny bit disturbed by anything, quite empty of affect and proud of that. Like, oh, see, you can tell we're in touch with reality because we don't feel a thing. These people, if it was my social media platform, they'd know. Well, it's Elon Musk's now, or it's Scrooge McZucks. Someone so mutilated by being super rich, and depending on your sorry asses for limits that you never supply. Yeah. I don't know, how can you be so superior and sanctimonious? You've got the only veto, and your response to that, as your children's futures burn, is to be very proud of your civic disengagement. Your superiority, you're so much better than it all, and you remember what it was like when people were virtuous and not ungrateful like your kids, and not prone to listen to that horrible, depressing funereal music as if we were at a funeral. God help you. Um, I don't hate you. It's just that there's no you. And yet, how many people have you killed? How many lives have been snuffed out? Because you wouldn't live one, do you think?